Hi, it's me, Cubby, and the person that's been with my plushie. She has some Mjolnir and a cool rune pendant. Anyway, you caught me in the process of listening to this new album, Eliminator's LasT Horizon. It was released in 2018. I'm not sure exactly when. It was a couple of weeks ago. I was just CD hunting in HMV, and I saw it, and I loved that album cover, and I thought, that is awesome, and I bought it because it was only £9, and it's epically good. I think it's really good. So, on to like an actual review. So, the band is called Eliminator. They're a fairly new band in the new wave of British heavy metal style. It's a modern, cerebral take on that style, I think. It's pretty well written, structured concept album about the LasT Horizon spaceship, which is on the front, which apparently crashes into the desert. And it features some awesome artwork by the guy who did a 2000 AD, I think it's called. It was like really cool 80s spaceships, or might be 70s, but either way, they're really cool, and I love staring at them for ages. Anyway, that's off topic. What really caught my attention was actually song 2, The LasT Horizon, funnily enough, the title track. It really caught my attention. The first track is called 2019. I thought that was pretty good too, but the second song is what really caught my attention. It's got some really dynamic parts to it. So it'd be quiet and then loud and then sort of all over the place, but it just feels really well written. There are only 8 songs on the album, but it still comes in at 42 minutes. And the band is clearly a band who will concentrate more on quality than quantity, which is awesome. So, while the album itself isn't incredibly original, it's not the most amazingly new song I'm ever going to hear, I feel it's not actually about originality with this band or album. It's more about well-structured songwriting, riffs that are actually cool, lead guitar work that's good, strong bass playing, like on Procession of Witches, has this cool, like, I wouldn't really call it a solo, but it's like there's a little bit guitar in the intro, and then it stops, and it's just this bass twiddly thing that goes, and it's just really cool. It's like, yes, and then it goes into the actual song. So that's cool. It's things like that I would call that a hook, and it's really catchy. My camera's a little bit close to my face, but I'm just trying doing it with my webcam online. Anyway, the band is very reminiscent of Iron Maiden, and that's pretty much, you can hear that straight off the bat. They're just inspired by Iron Maiden, and some extra Iron Maiden, which might sound like a bad thing, but it's actually kind of cool, because for me, Iron Maiden are a bit tired these days. Their newest album is pretty good, but it's a bit long, and they are sounding tired, whereas this band sounds fresh. They sound new and energetic. There's a lot of energy in the well-constructed songs on the album, even though there's only 8 of them. For example, Echoes is a bit more of a calm song. Plays out like a kind of a cross between a power ballad and a power metal song. It's sort of, the first part is a bit slow with some nice clean guitar bits, and then it gets faster and bigger, and it's just like, yes, cool. What else can we mention? Fall of the Seer is kind of a riff song. Yes. I'm looking at notes, as you can probably tell. I'm getting a bit confused because they're all the same colour. There is... on the LasT Horizon, another thing that made it stand out was the awesome wailing vocals in the chorus after the calm verse, and the twin lead assault on the bridgy section, which was cool. Metal is made for this kind of stuff. So yeah, basically I was pretty impressed. For a random buy from HMV, spare of the moment, sort of, with my birthday money, yay, birthday money, I was like, I will try this band. I like the logo, the way the name is written. I just like the artwork. It just appealed to me, and I thought it was worth risking it, as it were, to try out this new band. So I did, and I was pleasantly surprised. So, on to a poor rating. Well, it's not entirely original. As I said, it's not really about originality with this band. So, I'm going to give it a pretty strong 7.5 pours out of 10, because I think it's a really good album. It's just about the right length. There's only 8 songs, but they're really good. Each song kind of stands out. Although it's not original, it's got a very good Iron Maiden-y sound to it, which is a popular sound, and therefore I feel it's worth 7.5 stars. So there we go.